Shalom. First and foremost, giving all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Achapadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone, and rule and teach well. Peace up, salutation to the elect 144 first fruit, Brother Kashakwala, part of the GMS Atlanta Church. Back at it again with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. All right, so this lesson is just going to be about if we're prisoners of hope, then you hope for evil. There's nothing wrong with hoping for evil. All right, evil in the Hebrews is Rai, R-I. And the word evil just simply means bad times. How else are we expected to get where we want to be if America is still sitting in the way and refusing to give up its seat of rulership when it's the next turns to rule? Just like every nation had their chance to rule, and each nation didn't want to give up the seat of rulership, the rulership had to be taken by force. It happened to every nation because each nation gets considerably greedy, and Esau has been the main one to be greedy. Okay, so let me read this in Zechariah. I'm just going to apply this here, 9 and 12. It says, turn you to the stronghold, ye prisoners of hope. Right, so if we're hoping into something, and for us today, what we're hoping in is is salvation in Israel in their kingdom forever and ever, which you need to hope for bad times. All right, these other camps won't teach you to hope for bad times. We hope to see heads rolling down the street. We hope to see the economy crash. We hope to see pandemics, epidemics, things of that nature happen. We hope to see unknown, newly created wild beasts and animals conjure up out of thin air and devour these people. We hope to see these things, not necessarily to be a part of it, but we hope for these things. We hope for bad times because we understand that means there is a big transition that is going on. All right, so Zechariah 9:12 again, turn ye to the stronghold, ye prisoners of hope. That's us. Even today do I declare that I will render double unto thee. This is Ezekiel 5 and 17. It says, so will I send upon you famine and evil beasts, and they shall bereave thee, and pestilence and blood shall pass through thee, and I'll bring the sword upon thee. I, the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, have spoken it. Okay? This is what the Lord is saying. Famine, evil beasts, the sword, pestilence, bloodshed. All right? Bloodshed. It says, and they shall bereave thee. When you go into the word bereave, it means to be deprived of a loved one. All right? Matter of fact, let me give a good example of bereavement, you could say. It's a classic one that we always go to in Matthew, the 10th chapter, starting around the 30th verse. Okay. Matthew 10 and 34, think not that I come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. So let me get one more precept and go back to this and then go back to the other one and stay on track. Let me get 1 Corinthians. I'm getting classic scripts. 1 Corinthians 11 and 1. Excuse me. 1 Corinthians 11 and 1. Be followers of me, even as I also am of Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. So Paul is telling us to follow Yahweh Shai. And this is red lettering, so this is Yahweh Shai speaking. He's saying, think not that I come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. So if we're to follow Yahushua, Yahushua was in the mindset of these. He was okay, but he had extreme patience and long suffering. But he was in the mindset that these Edomites need to be taken out of power. He was in that mindset when he was walking the earth. There was no other reason why he said what he said. If this were my kingdom, my servants would fight. Okay? Because he hated this place just as much as me and you hate this place right now. Okay? And this is the worst that it's ever been. Just keep going though. Because we're talking about bereavement, which is like taking away a loved one. It says, "For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law, and a man's foes shall be they of his own household." So usually when there's fighting amongst the the family members or whatever, sometimes people get fed up, okay, and cut them off. That's a form of bereavement because you have lost a loved one. Okay? So, like, in 1 second. Well, Salaki. All right, so let's go back to Ezekiel chapter 5. "So will I send upon you famine and evil beasts." And these are going to be instruments of destruction that we hope comes to this place. I just watched some lessons or whatnot. We understand that there's cyber attacks about to happen, which I may do a separate lesson on. And this is going to be a hot summer. Lord willing. We hope it is. But also, what do we do hope? That the Lord protects us through all of this. Okay? Let me get Philemon chapter 1 and 1. It says, "Paul, a prisoner of Yahushua HaMashiach." Because what? We're prisoners of hope. Okay? And who do we hope in? We hope in our big brother to crack the skies and come and save us from us hoping that this evil destroys this place. See, these other camps won't tell you about Jacob's trouble. They won't tell you to shit. We almost tell you to look forward to it. Of course, we tell you in a sense how we push it. To, pray that the Lord has mercy on you. We're not going into this pridefully. The entire world is going to be humbled. The entire world is going to be shaken. Okay? Including you and me both. But the difference is, okay, we got the spirit of Yahushua with us. It may get shaken up here and there. Prime example. There is for brothers who are into boxing, go watch the fight Terrence Bud Crawford versus Gamboa. All right, and this is when Gamboa was undefeated. When Terrence Crawford was undefeated, it was a 135-pound fight. Go watch that fight. I'm going to spoil it, but I still want you to watch it because there was a lot of resilience in there in that fight by Terrence Crawford. Gamboa rocked his ass. Had Terrence Crawford Bambi legs, playing hopscotch, doing the skip to my loo, the stanky leg, whatever you want to call it. I think it was in like round 7 or 8, whatever. And in that same round where Terrence Crawford got hurt, he knocked Gamboa out. So it's the same thing for us. Okay, this shit might hit the fan. You might get hit pretty hard, may not, spiritual kidney punch. May get a little bit of Bambi leg, but you're still in the fight. You're still in the fight. The scriptures say the righteous shall scarcely be saved. So by the skin of your teeth, some of us may enter into kingdom maimed. That's what the scriptures say. Okay? Look, don't expect to just have a paper cut going through this, man. Some of us, would the scriptures say, there are some of you standing here today that shall not taste the death. But just because you didn't taste the death doesn't mean you wish it didn't come. Some of us might get shot, leg chopped off or something, barely making it. I'm just speaking, I'm just being real. And what I'm saying, it may not even really be like that. When you got to prepare your mind in these, with scenarios. You see what I'm saying? But you lived. And the scripture was fulfilled that some of you shall not taste the death. But shit, some of you may get shot 3-4 times. You know what I'm saying? May get poisoned. May get tortured. May just be in the wilderness the entire Jacob's trouble. Not knowing what the fuck going on. Through all type of storms. Shit. During Jacob's trouble. Let me just be quiet. I'm not trying to prophesy anything to myself. But you got to think about these things sometimes. Just because the scriptures say, some of us shall not taste the death, don't mean it's going to be a cakewalk. We're going to see things. We're going to experience things. We're going to have to sit down and have a talk with death real quick. Let him know what's up. And let him know that we follow Yahweh Shai. And that he conquered death. Okay? But we hope for these bad times so we can enter into the promise, man. So we can enter into the salvation. Okay? Salaki, I got these allergies. I don't feel sick or nothing. I need to get some horseradish. I'm sure it's pretty annoying, listening to me, stuffy nose and stuff. But let me get Ephesians real quick. All right, and then I might close it out after this. Ephesians chapter 3. Okay, I'm just gonna see if I can jump to the point of the matter, like at the end of the verse. Okay, Ephesians chapter 3 and 6, it says that the Gentiles should be fellow heirs. Okay, and it says of the same body. And I'm not gonna, I did a breakdown in Ephesians with Bishop Tavimam some time back, so I'm just jumping to the point, okay? And it says, partakers of his promise in Yahweh Shai Mashiach by the gospel. That's the part I wanted right there. I just want to extrapolate this part, and apply it to the message that I'm trying to push in this lesson, okay? But if y'all want a breakdown of Ephesians, I got it on my page. You can go to one of my playlists. If I don't have it up there, I'll update it. But partakers of his promise, and the promise was the salvation, okay? Entering into the new covenant. No, we're not into it right now. We're not in the new covenant now, regardless of what these, you might as well call them wacky-tacky Christians, Israelite groups say. These wacky-tacky Israelite Christian groups who say we're in the new covenant and we're not. Because I still see my people dying. That's the main takeaway right there. Israelites are still dying. In the new covenant, that's not happening. Okay? So this is the promise that we're trying to partake, which is salvation, man. And if you're a prisoner of hope and you follow Yahweh Shai, like we read in 1 Corinthians, then you hope for evil times. Okay? You hope for bad times. And then you hope that you get through it. And you hope that you get salvation. So just want to come with that quick lesson, giving all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone, the wound to teach well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect 144 first fruit. Till the next time, we'll say shalom. And like always, repent, for Yahweh Shai is coming back sooner than what me and you believe. Shalom.